All right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron Michael Eschenberg here, bringing you your daily horoscope for Monday, the 8th of April, 2019. So we have the moon still moving through the exalted sign of Taurus, right? Favorite place for the moon to be. And the moon is going to be creating sextile. It's another sextile day. The placement of the zodiac is so interesting right now. Of all the planets, there's so many sextiles, so much creation, beautiful creation happening every single day, and it's not changing anytime soon, which is awesome. This is a great year of change, a great year of expansion. The year of expansion, 2019, right? Whew. All right, so the moon in Taurus is creating some really beautiful aspects. So it is going to be sextiling over. It's an odd sextile to Chiron because it's almost moved. Later on in the day, it's going to move into Gemini. The moon will, and get close. Not until about 1 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, on Tuesday morning, the moon will actually meet up with Mars in Gemini. I'm like, whoa, a lot of going on in my brain. So about 1 o'clock on Tuesday morning, Mars is gonna the moon will meet up with Mars in Gemini, but it's really going through the later degrees of Taurus into Gemini today, right? So Mars is about 5.5 degrees. So it's the early degrees of Gemini tonight. So why is this an odd sextile? Because technically it's sextiling Chiron, which is over there in the fire sign of Aries. And this is an earth sign, so it's not quite jumped to the other sign, but it's still getting its harmonious. It's still saying, like, look, heal this, and heal this in a very neutral, easy to flow kind of a way. Right, so this has been a very healing, like the whole weekend into Monday has been a very healing, trying to get us back to like one, back to one, everybody. So it's creating this sextile to the moon, emotions, energy and motion, emotion. It's creating a sextile to the wounded healer in Aries, saying, heal thyself, know thyself. Meditation is all about know thyself, and when we're not distracted, when we are not running to the next, chasing the next thing, or chasing the next, the next cup of coffee, or the next high from whatever it is when we can kind of settle down and get to know ourselves. And then the other sextile that the moon is making is to the north node of the moon in Cancer, okay, which is around 22 degrees. So this is really two very interesting sextiles that are happening right now. So it's saying not only do we have our energy is in motion to heal in a very grounded and stable way, like we're not kicking and screaming, we're not having a temper tantrum today when we're going through this. We're not, like punching walls, like, I don't want to heal, This is like, okay, I'm ready. I'm going to put on my big boy pants, my big girl pants, my overalls, pull up my britches, get out there and face the world. So this moon sextiling to the north node of the moon in Cancer is like, dude, heart and home, man. We got to come back to heart and home. We have to come back to the intuitive, emotional feelings. We have to get in touch with our feelings. And if we're being distracted, if we're constantly distracting ourselves, chasing the next party, or chasing, relationships, or chasing whatever, we're not, being grounded and centered enough to really dive into what we need to do, the serious work that we need to do. And that's what Chiron in Aries for the next 6 years or 7 years or whatever is for, is to make sure that we understand we're doing this work. Clearly, it's going to take its time moving through the sign of Aries, just like Uranus did. These are very slow moving. Chiron is not a planet, obviously. It is a giant asteroid in the asteroid belt that is so large that it makes a lot of weight, a lot of gravity in the zodiac. So that's why we pay attention to Chiron. It's the only one of the asteroid belts that I really talk about, or the asteroids. I don't really talk a lot about the fixed stars and the asteroids. Black Moon, Lilith on occasions, but... So the point is, bringing this day, coming back and following a heart and home, allowing us to heal, allowing us to bring the light up on what we need to do to heal, to follow our heart center. And further, so the moon is not only creating this sextile, so this is the moon. Let me see here. Here's Taurus. Here's the moon. And then here's the sextile over to the north node. Here's the sextile up here to Chiron and Aries. Then So sextile, remember, that's a positive, very positive, because you're getting another sign, okay? So in this particular instance, we're getting earth and water, and then a bit of fire water, but it's just fire earth. So it's just the way that it's connected. It's a very unique sextile, which is really good. So that fire and earth, because earth is very grounded, fire is spontaneous and irrational, and it's hard to control and tame, but the water and the earth can. You can snub the fire with these, which is good. So the other aspect that the moon is making for the majority of the day is it's creating a trine, earth sign, Taurus trine, up here to Pluto and Saturn in 20 and 23 degrees of Capricorn. Okay, so we talk about these two a lot. These are the two bad boys of the zodiac. Mars is the third bad boy, but Mars isn't up there right now. The two bad boys of the zodiac, Saturn and Pluto up in Capricorn, these are making serious waves. Capricorn is government. Capricorn is how our self-discipline, how we govern ourselves on a daily basis. So this trine, again, is a trine, energy in motion. We are going toward, where is the motion going? It's going toward a place of heart-centeredness, okay? And we're healing these old concepts of self. We're healing our wounds of self that have brought us here. It's like we can say thank you to our fears that have held us back. We can say thank you to the individuals of our past that have possibly held us back, or self-preservation. We do things to keep us safe, and sometimes that's only for a period of time. So we can say thank you for this fear that has held me back for so long, because I didn't want to put myself out there. I didn't want to show myself. I didn't want to put myself in the light. I didn't want to, take the chance of being vulnerable, being open and vulnerable to society's judgmental, harsh critique, or I didn't want to be open to feeling these things. I numbed myself because I didn't want to feel these things. Where it's just like, we're having this opportunity now where, thank you for that, for the time that it kept me safe, that it kept me here, whatever. But that time is coming to an end. This is a transition. And now I'm taking these steps to this new place where I don't mind, it's not so vulnerable anymore. The dark shadows, the scary places really aren't that dark and scary. It's just, I just need to turn a light on, and sometimes I realize I'm the light that I need to turn on, and I just need to put myself in that space, put myself in that area. So, you following me? We good? So we have mega transformation. Our emotion, our energy in motion moon is creating mega transformation and saying, like, let's stick to this. Let's stick to this. Transform, transmute, sorry, my phone's going off right now. But stick to it. Stick to it. We have it. We have it in here, We have everything we need here, and today, on this Monday, we're making serious, like, all of this energy, like, this is a serious, just the moon connecting to Chiron, connecting to the North Node, and connecting to Saturn and Pluto is a hallelujah. It's like what a way to start a Monday. It's a beautiful, beautiful Monday. It's a beautiful start to a week. Thank you, as always, for coming and hanging out with me for a few minutes here. I hope you enjoy this beautiful Monday. I hope you have some, kind of breakthroughs, whatever's going on in your life. Some clarity comes in and you're able to follow that passion, follow your heart, and have an awesome day. We'll see you tomorrow.